guys, welcome to Live, Laugh, and Lori. My name is Lori, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the things I do for you people. Here we go. So this is after I've kind of pulled it down. Basically what I did last night, and this is where my mistake was, I washed my hair, I let it air dry, I'm going to say about an hour and a half. And then I thought, it's probably dry enough. So I went ahead and put it up in this. It has now been 13 hours since I put these in. I probably dried them with a hair dryer for probably another 20 minutes. It's still a little bit damp, so what I learned is that next time I'm going to do it the way I did the first time, whereas my hair will be completely dry. I'll use the little light spritzer all over it, and then I'll put it up because it takes entirely too much time for my hair to dry like this. That being said, oh my, is my hair going to be curly. So let's take this out and show you what it looks like and then go through the process of getting it from here to where it actually looks like a hairstyle. Okay, so, and to show you how I do it at night, I pull the tip all the way to the edge. Then I kind of roll it up to here, wrap this around, and then a lot of times, then I'll bring it to here and then just give it another little twist around. And that just keeps it up a little higher on my head. But it really doesn't matter. You could probably, and this is probably the way it's intended, is go to the tip. And I'd probably do it twice. So then you would have all of these beautiful things hanging out all around your head. But let's take them out. I'm having to use my screen to take these out because I really don't. Oh, look at that. Coils. Oh my goodness. If you've never had long hair before, you may not understand how exciting this is. But when you're able to find a way to get curl in your hair, would you look at that? Oh, and it's drier than I thought it was. Maybe it's just cold. But I did use my little hair dryer that I got here from TEMU. Ooh, looky there. I can see some places that did not completely get wrapped up. Well, but okay, this one may be bad, but we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so let's keep taking this out. I did find out that it's better to do it this way, individually, and not try to take it off here first and then kind of pull it out. That kind of knotted up the end of the curls a little bit. Oh my gosh, would you look at these curls? Now, last time I did this, like I said, I just spritzed it a little bit before I went to bed. Oh, it's hard to do it on the back of my head. That's why you make sure you uncoil them. Anyway, I did it right before I went to bed. I probably slept maybe 6 hours, or was in bed 6 or 7 hours that night. And then I probably had them on another hour in the morning. And I swore no one would ever see me with this in my hair. But that should show you guys how much I love you. That I would be willing to, that I would be willing to do this in front of all of you. And I'm going to let you see it, any of the little kink kind of problems, like right here. Don't know where that came from. But I think if I just pull it out, yep. Oh, for some reason that one didn't curl well either. Don't know what that problem. I do actually remember feeling that. And I think there's another one on the very, very back bottom of my head that I felt last night tickling my neck. So it may be that I just wrapped those puppies around it in my sleep last night. Okay, I've got something tangled right here. There we go. Got that one out. Okay, so let's go for this one. Now here in the front, I really did them tight because as the back falls out, I still like it to look, almost like a 40s glam once I do a complete brush out on it, which I may not do today. I may save that for a day and just enjoy having real curls today. Believe it or not, one of my daughters has hair. If you took this coil and maybe made it the size of my pinky, that is her natural hair. We have no idea where it came from, but she actually has, because my hair certainly doesn't look like that, but she actually has a cousin. Ooh, a little bit of a rat there on the end. Maybe not. She actually has a cousin that has hair like that as well. And so it's got to be something on that side of the family. From what we understand, ancestry on that side of the family, at least on one side, is half Cherokee. Well, I guess her great-grandmother is half Cherokee. And her grandfather, knock it all out, I think was in the French Foreign Legion. Oh, still got a couple in here. It's kind of hard to find them. Now, what you don't want to do is just kind of pull this. Like I said, I found out last time that's kind of how I did it. I just pulled the whole thing out. And I think it did some damage to the curls. So this time, I'm definitely just, again, as I said before, just going to uncoil them. Oh, there we go. Okay, it is completely out. So, I feel a little, I love this. Okay, so one of the first things that's going to be an issue that I'm going to have to deal with is my part up here. And I kind of did this for a reason because I've got kind of like a cowlick and then a down thing right here in my hairline of how my hair grows. See, it does this thing, and so I like to get a little hump going on. So I'm just going to take my fingers and very gently pull some of these apart. Because I want to keep it in the kinky style and then kind of take it from here. But they don't need to be in this large, this fat of curls. I can get many more individual curls by just pulling the curls apart. And this is absolutely the opposite of what my daughter does with her hair. It's so funny. She hates her hair. She has always hated her hair. I would love to have the curl in her hair. But she's not real fixie. She doesn't like to spend time on it, where I would have just, played up the curls and just done a whole lot with it. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? This is just crazy. Okay. Guess I'm spending way too much time on this. But I really want you to be able to see. There. See, if I do that, it lengthens it. And you kind of get the fuzziness here on the end. Whereas when I did it just pulling the curls apart on this side, you keep the coils. So I really like the look of that better. So I think we better do it that way. Gosh, I sounded really growly that time. There we go. You ever notice that I do get growly? It's just something that naturally happens with my voice. I'm a singer, and I've got some damage to my vocal cords. Some from singing improperly, and then also from really, really bad acid reflux for years that they just couldn't fix. At least it's a whole lot better now. Okay, so if I just wanted to go curly, I would probably do something a little more like this. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like this for just a little bit. That little curl right there in the front. I've always loved it when people had those. Look at that. I can have little curls. Oh, can you imagine if I had this all... Oh, look at that. Okay, so if you have a wedding coming up and you're needing this instead of having to go through tons and tons of work, literally you could pull this up into like a little clip up on top. Just pull a few little tendrils down wherever you wanted them. If you couldn't afford to get your hair done, I mean, you could do some beautiful things with this. We may play around with this a little bit. But to just keep it short, imagine this happened with my hair, literally wrapping it up in this. When I went to bed last night, I don't recommend you having your hair wet when you go to bed. Remember, I mean a light, damp spray all over. But then after that, you literally Velcro this across your forehead, twist them on, and you go to sleep. And this is really, really soft fur. So, I mean, it's like, it would be plush like what you would make a really nice blanket or soft animal out of. So, I mean, this feels nice against your face if it touches it during the night. Where it touches on your hair, and even if it's knotted up, it's not uncomfortable. So total win. 100% win on this one. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this time. I sure have. Thank you so much for allowing me into your home today. I really appreciate it because I know there are a lot of other things you could be doing. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. But please tell me what it is that I did wrong that you didn't like so that I can fix it. So again, thank you for joining me today. Subscribe if you want to. Click that bell and it's going to let you know anytime that I have a new video that comes out. And you have a wonderful week. Be blessed. Bye-bye.